Tell me about this moment, what it means to you right now.
I mean, it's a dream come true. It's the World Series. It's every kid dreams of being here. Every baseball player dreams of being here. Not even just kids. It's what we work for. It's what we grind for, and we're excited.
What was it like for you? I mean, your journey and your story was fascinating to me as a baseball fan, but just on a human level as well. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because, I mean, you're a journeyman baseball player, and you really broke out this year and became a fan favorite. And what that was like for you?
I mean, it all started kind of from the roots, from travel ball, always being the underdog, always being the little guy, working my way through that, and then not getting really any offers for college, and Reggie Christensen at Sac State gave me just a recruited walk-on roster spot, so no scholarship, no nothing. Worked my way through that, and then finally the draft, and then traded in 16 to Tampa Bay, and then finished out the minor league contract with them. 22, signed a minor league free agency with the Blue Jays, and then after that I was thinking about calling it quits, but then Ross put me on the 40-man after the 22 season, and really never looked back. But it's been a grind. It's been a mental grind, but we're happy. We're excited to be here, and happy I dug through it.
Real testament to never giving up.
Yep.
I mean, you were the guy in the on-deck circle, man, right behind George Springer before he hits that 3-run home run. What did you think? You know, I've asked some of the other players what they thought when they heard the ball hit the bat. You were right there. You had the front row seat for that.
It was the greatest swing I've ever seen. The greatest, probably so far, one of the greatest moments I've ever been a part of. Seeing George. He's been the man all year, but seeing him come through in that time it was special. He got us here. He put us in the World Series, which it's unbelievable.
And before I let you go, what's it like been playing in front of these fans? I mean, this is the hardest ticket. It's been the hardest ticket to get since about August 1st.
Yeah, the fans are great. We feel them. We're not done yet. We need you. We need you kind of louder than ever. The way that they were screaming and yelling for George's homer, we need that. We need that for the entire game.
Dream come true. I'm super grateful for the opportunity, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
What's it been like for you? You've been playing in front of these fans all season long. Baseball's a long season, but this is the hardest ticket to get, man. And people are so enthusiastic for this. What's it been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a grind. Yeah, the baseball season's long. It's a lot of games. Obviously, it's just, like you said, it's a long year, and you kind of, this is kind of the thing. I don't really know how to explain it in a way where a lot of that, like adrenaline stuff that comes from opening day that you get, it kind of comes back again, which is huge because we're all beat up and tired by this time of the year. And so that rejuvenation of energy and everything, it's just huge for us.
What was it like? You know, George hits that 3-run home run, changes the trajectory of the whole season. You know, everything. I mean, being in the stands, it was incredible to watch. What was it like for you to experience that in the dugout?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I was on third base, actually, so I was...
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was tagging from third base, and when I saw the ball leave, I mean, I just kind of...
Did you know right away?
Not right away. Not right away. I was just... Right when I saw Randy Arozarena kind of turn his back towards the wall, turn his back towards the field, I knew it was gone, but yeah, I mean, obviously, just a super exciting moment. That was a huge home for us.
What's been the best part about playing in front of these Toronto fans as well, and as well the rest of Canada?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're amazing fans. You know, I'm really grateful for them and the energy they bring every day to all these games. And,
That's right. Game recognizes.
They're just very good fans. You know, I feel like they're pretty graceful too. Like they don't just turn on you as soon as you make a mistake. And I really appreciate that about them. And they're awesome.
And what makes Fluharty so special?
I mean, what makes him special is what he does on the field. I think everybody sees what he does. But for me, it's his work ethic. He goes in and grinds every day. He doesn't take days off, and I find that to be very impressive.
It's so surreal to me. I know a lot of guys feel that way too. You dream about it as a little kid, playing in your backyard, Game 7 of the World Series, playing with your buddies, and I know a lot of people play this game for a long time that don't even make it here, so I couldn't be more grateful for just to be here in my 3rd year, and hopefully this is the only time that we're here, and hopefully we can bring home 4 more wins for Toronto.
When you think back to the beginning of the season, what were your hopes, what were your dreams for this team?
I mean, as a team, you always think you're going to be in the World Series, but there's a lot of good teams in this league. The Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, especially in the AL East, it's kind of a tough division. So the fact that we made it in first place is, we always believed in ourselves, but it's still a tough division. You never know, and no one really picked us to kind of win the division or be the first team. And we proved a lot of people wrong. But we always had the talent to do so. It's just a matter of putting that talent together and playing as a team, and we definitely did that for 162 this year.
What made this team so special? I mean, a lot of fans that I talked to said how special this iteration of the Toronto Blue Jays was. What made this team so special?
Yeah, I feel like we love being around each other. Off the field, in the clubhouse, we always get here. Everyone gets here early and just love being around each other. We see each other more than our families, and I feel like we just all love each other. I feel like that's the biggest thing, and we play for each other on the field, and we make each other better off the field as well too. So I couldn't be more grateful for the group of guys that we have here.
I asked you about baseball superstitions once. You told me baseball's a funny game.
Yeah.
And now we've gone with those white panel hats, and I mean, we've had some really good luck wearing them.
Yeah.
So how long are we going to keep those going?
Probably until the end of the series. Hoff was the guy that told her crew to kind of bring out the white panel hats again, and we haven't really looked back since. We wore the baby blues one to get a couple games, but these are the hats that we're going to ride and die with.
It's special. So just a ton of excitement. I think everybody's kind of ready for tomorrow, and just wants the game to start.
So you were traded to the Jays last season, mid-season pickup. What's that journey been like for you? You've been up and down, playing in Buffalo, playing in Toronto. So tell me a little bit about that journey and how that experience made you a better ball player.
Yeah, I was surprised when I got traded, but I knew at that moment I was going to a good home. I'd heard such great things about Toronto. I'd gotten the chance to play here with Houston on Canada Day, so I remember seeing the Canada Day atmosphere and how packed the stadium was and how crazy the fans were, and thinking, if I ever played somewhere else, this would be a beautiful place to play. So coming over, I had some mutual friends through George playing in Houston, obviously, and I felt like it was a really easy clubhouse to get integrated with. I felt like I could be myself the second I walked through the door, and to kind of see that group, transform into what the team has become now and how tight the culture is now. It's special. And I know when the year finished last year, everybody wasn't satisfied and everybody kind of had a bitter taste in their mouths. But I feel like right now, that group and the guys that finished the year here last year know how much this means to the city and to the organization. So we're psyched to get after it.
You mentioned special. What makes this team so unique? I mean, you've played in different ball clubs, of course, but fans have noticed that there's something just different about this year's edition of the Toronto Blue Jays. What makes it special to you?
I think there's just so many things that the lineup can do, that the pitching staff can do to beat teams. I feel like when we get guys on base, it's a different person all year that came through with big hits and clutch moments. I think as a group, there's so many ways we can win, and at the same time, you look at all like the individual stories of how everybody in the group got to this point in Toronto in their career. Whether it's Nathan Lucas grinding in the minor leagues, Tyler Heineman grinding in the minor leagues, Ernie, everybody up and down the lineup. There's just so many unique stories and personalities that it's in my opinion, it's like the easiest group of guys to root for. And I know I'm biased because I'm on the team, but it really is a great group of guys, and a group that I know the city and the country can really get behind.
Joey, before I let you go, just take me through that moment. George hits that 3-run home run. I mean, the stadium went ballistic, but what was going through your mind as that bat connects with that ball?
Yeah, I mean, he hit it, and I knew it had a shot, and I saw Rosarine give up on it, and I don't really remember too much after that. I've watched the video a bunch, and I hugged Hunter Mentz, who's right next to me. I was throwing punches in the air. I don't know. It was unbelievable. And the video, it seemed so loud in there, and I don't even remember how loud it was. But I blacked out, and I wasn't even the one hitting. So Jose Ministral, our trainer, was crying in the dugout. Dalton climbed up on the refrigerator next to me. It was crazy. But the biggest swing that I've ever seen, I've ever been on the field for, everything. The biggest moment I think I've ever been a part of in my sports career. So it was crazy.
How many times have you rewatched it?
Like 100 or 200. So it's been crazy, and I'm so happy for George that he got to have that moment. You know what it means to the city and the country. It's unbelievable.
I mean, we're going to the World Series. It's unbelievable. Once in a lifetime opportunity. You never know when you're going to get back. And you know, it's been a long season, but this is what we play for. This is exactly what everyone plays for. Try not to take it for granted. Just thankful that God put us here. And this opportunity.
Mason, I've been asking the other players, like, Game 7, you guys are down. George is at the plate, 2 men on. Tell me what's going through your mind when he takes that swing, bat hits the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the bullpen underneath the mounds, and we're just like we're looking up, go, and then it leaves, and then we all just went berserk in the bullpen, just going crazy, high five and hugging, like, oh my gosh, we're gonna win this game. Like, you're never out of it until you're out of it. Until that last pitch is thrown and the game's over. And it just says a lot about this team, how much fight we have. We're never out of it. No matter what the score is, whatever it is, this team is really, really good, and I think people are starting to believe that.
So you mentioned the team. What makes this team, this iteration of the Toronto Blue Jays, so special?
I think we just have a mix of everything. You know, all the guys are really, really, really close. But then on top, I mean, you can go. We got our superstars. We got our young guys that step up in big situations. We have guys with not a whole lot of experience. Maybe they're in arbitration. Like, we got everything on this team. I feel like you look at the Dodgers lineup, you look at a Philly lineup. They're all just superstars. Padres, they're all superstars. This team has young guys, has a mix of everything. Brings a lot of team morale in the locker room. We're all super close, super selfless, and we're all here for one reason, and it's to win the World Series. So it's awesome.
You know, what makes this edition of the Toronto Blue Jays so special?
The never give up attitude, all the comeback wins, the contact, the grit, the different ways to win. You know, it's a special team, and just the way that we fight back from adversity. Going down 2-0, the first team to win after losing 2 games at home and losing Game 5 and falling down 3-1. And the way we won the AL East of almost blowing it and then having to win 4 in a row, and then beating a great Yankees team with Aaron Judge and an incredible season that he's had this year, where he doesn't get enough credit because, you know, people always talk about Cal's catching, but they never talk about him being the captain and what he does off the field. So being able to beat those teams, the Mariners with Julio and Cal and Suarez with 50 home runs, and being the underdog every time, it just shows that, like, our group is built for adversity.
So there was a group of us, a handful of us, that were in the locker room while that was going on, and so we had the high home view on the TV, and as soon as he hit the ball, I think there was like 5 or 6 of us. We were sprinting around the locker room, jumping up and down. You know, I don't think we understood how big of a moment that actually was while it was going on. We just, you know, George hit a homer to put us ahead like he has multiple times this year, and then realizing, oh, that was the homer that sent us to the World Series. You know, that's special in itself. So it was a surreal moment. It was a cool moment. I can't imagine what was going through his head, but yeah, it was cool for us to be able to experience that.